Hello there. So I've been busy working on a couple of pilot related features. Essentially what I'm going for is a world, or my world, where there are no on-screen immersion breaking map point, waypoint, click marker things. So to help pilots, I've got a system that can be activated by key press or by voice, obviously, if it's a key press, that allows you to simply be told where to go in relation to a target LZ. So the way the system works is if you're in a helicopter and you're the pilot and there is a co-pilot, if you then, assuming those conditions are met, if you click on the map, then you will be told via audio files which direction to go in order to get to your chosen LZ. It will also tell you the distance. And then when you're in the air, you can request that your co-pilot tells you what adjustments you need to make in order to get to your target. So if you're facing roughly in the right direction, then the co-pilot will tell you to adjust left by 5 degrees or adjust right by 20 degrees. And if you are not quite facing it, the co-pilot will tell you more, turn to your 3 o'clock or to your 6 o'clock or whatever. So it's trying to sort of give you detail only when it's relevant and give you a rough idea when it's useful. So if you're facing completely the wrong direction, there's no point telling you to adjust 173 degrees. You might as well just say it's on your 6 kind of thing. So I'm just going to demonstrate that, but first of all I need to pick up a team. So to get a team, you just land on that LZ over there and they should run out of that tent and get in. This is all on the server, so anything could happen. So let's see if it works. Obviously I'm running voice attack as well, and I've got my keybinds already set up, and I'll show you how to do that in a bit, but basically it's just in the custom controls section. So hopefully oh yeah I changed the spawn point for testing purposes because it just took ages to come out of the tent. They will come out of the tent eventually, but for now just assume that that's working. So now we've got Copilot and a door gunner. So just to demonstrate the door gunner, and there is no audio feedback on the door gunner just yet, but there will be. So if you say open fire, hold fire. So if there's no targets, he will just shoot straight ahead. If there are targets, I think I'll put some down there. Yep. Once that gun starts to move, it might be easier to show from this angle. Open fire. So when he's got targets, he will continue to fire, even if the enemy is killed. Obviously they're not quite dead just yet. Hold fire. That wasn't what I wanted to show you actually, but that could be useful. That's just still got to be tested, obviously. So the waypoint system, or the wayfinding system, is simply, if you go into the map and click the point on the map,
Okay, cool. Target LZ is at your 4 o'clock. Distance 2 clicks.
so the sound files are obviously me, which is weird, and I will change that. This is still proof of concept. The sound files are also at different levels. I'm still trying to fine tune the right loudness to get each of the files, but it's working so far. So I'm being told now that my target is at 4 o'clock. So that is roughly this way. And if I just say vector,
Adjust right 15 degrees.
adjust right 15 degrees. So it must be over this way, I think. Distance. Distance. I hate it when this doesn't work. Vector.
Target LZ is at your 11 o'clock.
So I'm off course a bit. Vector.
Adjust right 1 degree.
Cool, so we're on the right track. Let's try this one again. Distance.
Distance 800 meters.
Vector.
Adjust left 11 degrees.
Distance. I need to change that voice command, it's obviously not working. Distance.
Distance 80 meters.
So I guess it's down here somewhere. Ah, I've overshot. So it's 80 meters, but it was behind me. So if I go vector,
Target LZ at your 7 o'clock.
so not a great demo maybe, but I think if you're traveling a long distance, I think this will be useful. Distance.
Distance 500 meters.
Vector.
Adjust left 07 degrees.
So I should be going right over it shortly. Yeah. So obviously it's not as useful, well, it's not as accurate as an on-screen waypoint, which is obviously as accurate as it gets, but this should hopefully, if you combine it with some smoke on the ground, should help you get to where you need to go. So it's just down there. So if I say vector, vector,
Target LZ is at your 8 o'clock.
so somewhere down there. Open fire. Open fire. Hold fire. So the only other change I've got here is I've added a burst fire function, basically just slowing down the fire commands of the door gunner. Burst fire. Hold fire. Okay, so that is slightly bugged. That works in single player sort of dedicated test, but doesn't work in multiplayer. But the the auto fire does work. Open fire. Open fire. Hold fire. see if I can get us back to
Stand by.
where I think the
Okay,
option
course
was.
plotted. Distance 1.5 clicks. Target LZ is at 12 o'clock.
Vector.
I just left 12 degrees.
Also, with the distance readings, it will give you more approximate readings the further out you are, and try and give you more accurate readings as you get closer. Open fire. Hold fire. Did I draw any fire? Apparently not. Anyway, that was just a quick run through of the now in production on the server wayfinder system and door gunner system. Open fire. Hold fire.
Stand by. Okay, course plotted. Target LZ is at your 1 o'clock. Distance 2.5 clicks.
Vector.
And just right, 06 degrees.
Distance. Something weird about that command. Distance.
Distance 1 click.
Vector.
And just right, 10 degrees.
Open fire. Hold fire. Vector.
Target LZ is at your 1 o'clock.
Distance.
Distance 60 meters.
Yeah. Close enough.